What the dog doing?
All right, what's up, guys? Happy Friday.
What's going on? Happy Friday, everyone. We have a cool kind of Friday stream for you. We have a liquid to build. We're not gonna finish it today on stream or whatever, but we're gonna get pretty far with it. We're gonna make a lot of progress, up to the point where I just feel like stopping essentially for the day. But we have a full liquid loop. If you guys don't know who Optimus is, they are a water block company, let's just say for short, that they come from a line of machinists, and they are Chicago based, so they're American made parts. We have their signature V3 CPU block and their Rev 2 GPU block for the strict stuff. These things look awesome. They're just full black. They're no RGB, no acrylic. It's just all performance. So I think it's gonna look really, really cool. The theme of this entire liquid is supposed to be like a Black Panther theme. So that should look really cool in terms of getting the liquid in there and really getting started. So we have like 4 terabyte drive. I think we have 64 gigabytes of memory. All of it's going in an O11 Dynamic Evo RGB.
96 gigs.
We have 96 gigs. So we have a 2x48 kit of DDR5 by Kingston. Z790 Dark Hero. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. We'll just get started. I'm gonna start with the GPU. So I'm gonna take apart this graphics card. And then you guys can watch me install it onto the Optimus block. It's pretty easy. If you guys know anything about liquid cooling or taking apart a card for liquid, it can kind of be, you got to make all your own adhesives, and it can be kind of annoying. Optimus really excels in that, where they just have everything set up, take it apart, put it in, screw it down, you're done. So I really like working with Optimus for that reason, and that reason alone. Better performance and easier installation. It makes my life easier, and yeah, all performance. So I'm just gonna get started. We're gonna go to top cam. We'll probably be on there for a while I take this all apart. Just give me 1 second while I set, give myself this stream deck thing right here. I think it's working. Let's see. Does a liquid keep the system more cool? Yes, you will see a drop, like a major drop of temperatures across a liquid, especially this one. This one has 2 radiators in the system, and we're gonna have a lot of liquid running through it. You always reach a point in liquids where, you know, the base liquid that's cooling it reaches like an average temperature as you're just using it. But you can see like temperature drops from like 10, 15 to even 20 degrees, depending on like your own setup, what you're using the PC for. You can see a drastic decline temperatures if you do everything correctly and if you set it up right. Like if you put it all on one rad, I mean, you probably not. All right, so this is, you have to use this version of the tough card. There's a couple different versions of the tough 4090. This is the one we want. This is the newer like 40 series heatsink.
Deer Hunter says that the liquid keep the system more cool.
I already answered that.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry. We Are Stealth Tech says, hey, thanks for streaming new builds. Does Optimus use active backplates like EK for the big boy cards?
No. And to be entirely honest, this is also straight from Optimus. You don't need an active backplate. If you have efficient cooling in terms of thermal pad on the back plate, that's all you need. Active backplate is very gimmicky, almost. It was great for like 3090s when they first moved the VRM on top, but that's when they first kind of did it. I mean, it was kind of hot. It did help minorly, but you know, I really don't think active backplate is necessarily needed at all. So, I'll make a little screw dish. I have this one right here. It's always good to keep your screws just in case. You never know when you might need to put it back together. And sometimes it's fun just to keep the heatsink, especially after doing this.
Stealth says nice. I had to use it for the 3090 Founders.
Yeah, like I said, like the 30s series, yeah, you will get a. For 40 series, no, not really. I don't think it's very needed at all. 40 series is very efficient, and I feel like the heat distribution is better, like just their thermals.
Yeah. So how's everyone's Friday going so far?
Good. Good. Nice day. We had that super full moon last night, the Hunter moon.
It was still out this morning. It was still really big.
Dude. Couple screws in the opening of the bottom of the PCB that you need to take off this back plate.
Oh my God. Who is it?
Fan them. All right. So you can see this back plate is actually already coming off, just like that. So there's our little thermal pads. They're all right. I mean, they're thin, but they get the job done. They're definitely better than 30 series. If you guys know anything about stock 30 series heat pads, they're awful. They just crumble. They're kind of like dusty. They definitely improved, or Asus at least did. I haven't taken apart an MSI. I think I've done 1 or 2 Zotacs. It's still better. So, but I don't really need this. I'm gonna set this to the side for now.
What's up, Jackal? How's it going, man?
So, if you guys don't know anything, like kind of like a quick rundown of like what you're looking at, like this, the square, and you'll see when I take it off. This is where our chip sits for the 4090. Everything else around it, like here, that's our VRM. It's actually what, like, you know, you get DDR6, like 24 gigabytes. That's this. It's on the top and the bottom of this PCB. I think I need a little bit smaller bit to take these off. I need to go grab my kit real quick, guys. But just sit here and admire some of this PCB while I go get that. I totally forgot I need that.
What order number are you on right now? Well, this is 7668, but we're just getting started on it. This won't be a complete build today because it is a liquid build, and they take a little bit. We had no stream requests for today, so we're showing you guys how we water block and all that. Jackal says, "Good, catching some Warzone games before work." Very nice.
Good, nice.
You excited for the new Black Ops?
All right. Got our extra screws here. So upset, I lost the top to this thing.
Did you?
My magnetic cover for it.
Oh no.
I've lost 1 bit. So I've technically lost 2. I don't care about this one because I have multiple of that one. But I lost a hex screw.
Shit.
I know.
I have 2 sets at home. I wonder if I have a hex you can have.
Oh, okay. I mean,
because I thought I lost mine, so I ordered another small kit, and then it turns out it was hidden, camouflaged in my wife's trunk.
of course.
I found it one day because I had brought it over to fix my dad's phone, and I couldn't find it anymore. Found it, like, of course, like a month after I reordered a new one. What's up, Deer Hunter? Not too much, just hanging out on stream, you know. Casually doing a water block. Well,
This is our fan connections and our RGB connection, actually. So there we go. This is what cools your graphics card as a 4090 tough. This is the contact point. We got some good thermal paste. These are some extra thermal pads. They're pretty good. They're nice and thick for the VRM. But yeah, I mean, that's it. We got a bunch of heat pipes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heat pipes. And this is all just heat sink. This isn't even card. This isn't even PCB. Just very good design all around.
Yep, and that tiny little board is
That's your
plays
4090.
all your games.
Yep, that's what does your display. This is the chip. So I'm going to clean that off before we even do anything else. I'll let this soak in some solution.
And what is that solution?
This is Arctic Clean Thermal Material. What is it? Thermal material remover. It's like alcohol, essentially. And then I have a stage 2 of it, which cleans off what I just put on.
And it smells like orange.
Yes.
It's actually kind of nice.
I'm gonna grab a cleaner micro. Thing's seen its days. Respectfully.
He might.
Can this PC do? Cool it and look cool? Yes.
Yeah,
pretty
for
much.
both.
It did a little bit of both. It cools it and it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, liquid builds are pretty cool because you get to choose your colors for your liquid. Is this one gonna have two different? Because I see two radiators. Are they going to be two separate loops, or is it all going to be connected?
It's gonna all be connected.
Okay.
We only have one pump.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes you could have two different loops. You could have a loop just for your CPU that's one color, and then one that's just for the GPU, and could be a different color. Those are pretty cool. We've done a few of those. Yeah, liquid cooling is really good, especially if you're like looking to overclock and do all that stuff. Look at that beautiful NVIDIA chip.
Yeah. So you want this thing to be really shiny, pretty much. I'm gonna just polish it off so we get good contact with the thermal pad from off.
What is the liquid exactly? It's just coolant. It's like what you put in your car.
Yeah, it's like antifreeze.
Yeah.
It's not antifreeze, but it's similar.
Yeah. It's a non-corrosive, non-conductive liquid.
Antibacterial.
Yeah.
Like bacterial resistant.
But there is quite a bit of maintenance with these custom liquids. Like you should replace the liquid 6 months to a year, every 6 months or so.
So some pretty nice instructions, very visually helpful from Optimus. As you can see, it's 3 steps to install this thing. So yeah.
Mudlord says, "Morning, guys. Probably have to hop off in a couple minutes while I head to work. I'll jump back on once I'm settled in." Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. And
Check out this thing, guys.
we'll be here when you get back.
This is our Optimus block.
Look how clean that is.
I know.
Optimus is just, they're at a whole nother level.
They give you everything you need pre-cut. EK would never. Sorry, but they would never give you the thermal pads you need already cut and laid out. You would never see that. So just a beautiful. So this is the inside. This is our main. This is where all the liquid's going to be. This is the main block. The back plate is underneath it. We'll show you that here in a second. But you can see here. Pull back this Optimus sticker. You can probably see yourself. No lines in that machine work.
Just looks black. Maybe tilt it a little bit. Give off the mirror. There we go. Look how it's mirror finish. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. So that's like a nickel plate, and we'll just cover that again for now.
Thanks for the follow, Oblivion. Welcome to the Empire.
Yeah. So I'm gonna set this to the side.
Yes, Deer Hunter. Yeah, it's basically like having a car engine that you gotta replace the fluid on.
Yeah, I recommend, like, it's kind of like, you know, you change the oil in your car. Like, you need to do that just to maintain its longevity. The liquid we use, it's water based. So over time, you even will see some evaporate over like a longer period of time.
Mudlord says also, so if anyone is wondering, it's already snowing here in Alaska.
Holy shit.
That's
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Mudlord Alexander PC visits Alaska.
Oh.
But you got, so this is the
Just leave it at that.
this is our Optimus backplate. Very cool, very nice, very sleek. What makes it actually more efficient, their entire backplate is a heatsink. It's not just little locations. This entire pad is a thick heat distributor. It's our little conductive layer that brings the heat from the card to the metal on the back, and then it just passively cools just with the airflow going through your machine. So we want to put this on first. We install the PCB first onto the backplate. So that is what we will be doing. And they cut all of this by hand. There's like a few people that work at Optimus. All of this is done by them, by hands, by their CNC people in shop. So big shout out to them. Make sure I took off that. Okay.
And guys, if you didn't know, we are having a giveaway for actually a liquid build. If you haven't entered yet, follow that link. I gotta get the specs up for that. Don't have the specs up for it yet, but it is a full liquid build, 3080 Ti. 13900K. Yeah, it's an awesome build. Let me share it in other chats too. Thank you for the follow, Killjoy Killer. Welcome to the Empire.
So it's just 3 screws to connect. We'll just get a first connection from the PCB to the back plate.
Deer Hunter says, not gonna lie, that giveaway is how I found out about you guys.
Oh, no way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing's pretty cool. Share it with your friends.
Yes. Giveaway ends December 11th, so you guys got plenty of time.
And the more you're here actually on stream, you can actually continue to claim giveaway entries while the giveaway's happening.
Yeah, you can subscribe and earn some extra entries, or spend 5,000 channel points that you can earn either by subscribing or following, or just watching the stream for an extra 10 or 15 entries. So yeah, for that, just scroll all the way to the bottom of that list.
What I like about Optimus is I've met the owner, and he said the only reason why they would ever release a new rev or a new version of a block is if it actually shows improvement. If it doesn't have like any a degree or more actual improvement on cooling, he doesn't like it. It needs to actually perform better for it to be considered a new product for him.
That's smart. Yeah, I got 107 entries on the giveaway.
Dude, I saw last night. It wasn't even up for like 24 hours or something. Not last night. The day I was looking at the day before. It was like 2,500 entries or whatever.
Yeah,
already.
It's 10,000 entries right now, which is actually insane because I actually reduced like the amount of entries you get per. Cause, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Everything was overinflated, so I kind of underinflated. But yeah, 10,000 entries so far. It's crazy. It's only been 2 days.
All my socials are being spammed. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, our Twitter right now, because I have the Twitter post is tags us. So like every time I look on Twitter, we just have like 30 new notifications. It's crazy.
All right. So that's it for that. I need to take off now the other layer. So now there's another layer that is on these pads. Get ourselves a knife. You might see the pad like re-lift off as I'm doing this. That's okay. We'll just slowly do one by one.
Willie says, are y'all looking to be longer than 15 to 17 days out on deliveries?
No, we're trying to reduce that.
Yeah. And it's business days too.
Yes, we are not open on weekends.
Yeah.
We do take a little break.
Also, if Alexander PCs gives me a custom water-cooled build, I'll run through the snow when it hits the negatives out here with a video as proof. I'd love to see that. That might be dangerous. I don't know, man.
You say that like you've done it before.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to do that.
Yeah. Like a moose running through snow. My first year stationed out here at Wainwright. Apparently it's a tradition now.
Oh, there you go. I went to school up north for a little bit, and tradition was to jump into the Huguenot. It's a little crazy. It was fun though, honestly.
When was it? I think it was like, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter what year. It was like -30 out. It might have been like 2018 or 2019.
Was it with that polar
Yeah.
vortex that happened? That was like 2018, yeah.
I boiled hot water
Oh.
and to like toss it out so that you could see it like freeze instantly.
Don't tell me you do it.
Yeah, I threw it into the air against the wind, so it all came back at me. Thank God it worked.
Thank God it was cold enough.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I was like, oh, this probably wasn't the best idea. But I did it like 3 more times. It was so cool. I think it's sublimation. Is that process? It might not be. Willie Willis says, oh, okay, that's what I figured with business days. I'm order 7553. Super excited. What did you order? What you order? You order a model or a custom? I would love to visit Alaska, not gonna lie.
You ever watch the Outdoor Boys? Yeah, you ever see the Outdoor Boys out there?
I don't. Oh yeah.
The guy that makes like
those
he
guys. Yeah.
always goes out with his kid or even by himself. He's like, I'm out in the Alaska wilderness with bears for 4 days and no weapons.
Yeah, then he builds those snow forts.
Yeah, dude.
That looks like so much fun, but so much work.
Well, it would be like, I'm out here, it's 3 o'clock, and it's like bright out, and he's like, okay, it's 9 p.m., and the sun looks like it hasn't even moved.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what?
Yeah.
I've been taking my snowmobile out. It died on me. It's like, word? Like,
Yeah, right. There's one where he was camping in a blizzard, and he's like, well, I hope my car doesn't get buried. And he's like walking away. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of important.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen
I
those
love
where you have
that
to
guy.
like dig his car out.
Yeah. You make some cool content.
I think it's cool that, I mean, every single thing is just you can't comment. It's just, he just makes the content and that's it. Like, he doesn't care for the feedback.
Yeah.
He has like communities on Reddit, but like, I don't know. I think it's cool.
I feel like that's probably the best thing to do as a creator. Is just like not worry about.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Just do what you like.
I feel like he does it for his kids more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the first video I ever saw of him. I don't remember what year it was, but he was fishing bluegills with his oldest son, but he was still like really young. It was like 3 or 4 at the time. And then they were pan frying them up and eating bluegill. I'm like, I didn't even know you could eat bluegill. McFly says liquid metal or paste?
Liquid metal if you're doing a direct dye. If you're just not doing a direct dye and you're doing like, you know, the heat sink that goes over the dye, like this is, paste. Every time. But direct dye, I'd say do liquid metal at that point. Because if you're direct dyeing, you're already trying to get it super cold and you're going to be overclocking. So liquid metal for that for sure.
His honey butter and homemade bread always makes me laugh. I'm starting to think that he just does those videos.
I love when he
So
like
he can eat it
he
alone.
makes the honey butter just, oh yeah, it's just like him eating. It's like dog. I don't need to watch you like mouth fuck this bread right now. It looks good. Like every time I'm like, man, I want to go make some bread right now. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Willie with the
Willie
sub.
Willis has been a ranking member for 1 month.
what up?
Thank you, Willie. So the cool thing about subs is we have a team of streamers, small streamers, and we pay them to make content and stream on our channel. So all ad revenue, all subs, all bits, donations, anything goes to our streamers. We do this to help them out.
I think we get like 5 or 10%.
Yeah, we take 10%, but
And then that just goes like to this.
yeah,
room.
to our streamer.
So just like investing into like
yeah,
a new camera or like a mic.
but rest of it goes to the streamers. Help them out so that they can upgrade their setups and all that stuff. Missed what you said when you read my last message because I got an ad. Oh, what you order? Did you order a model or get a custom?
So I just applied Kingpin thermal paste. Typically I would apply Arctic MX6, also a great alternative. But the creators from Optimus have stressed that they love Arctic Kingpin, or not Arctic, sorry, they love the Kingpin cooling thermal paste. It shows the best improvement of cooling with their water blocks. He's tested every single thermal paste out there on his devices, and he settled with the Kingpin. So I'll be using that for this build here. That's just bluish, like light blue paste you see on the CPU. I took the spatula and I tried to evenly distribute it. I'm just gonna do a little dollop for good luck in the middle. A small little, like smaller than a grain of rice, just for good luck. A little kiss before we seal it.
Yeah, sorry, Willie. Don't worry about the bot. It gets a little
What do we do, chat?
trigger happy.
Do we ban him?
Yeah. Yeah. No, so his case is an O11 Vision. CPU is a 7800 X3D. The custom.
So
Hell yeah, dude. That's gonna be a sick build. Oh, 7900 XT, 1000-watt power supply, a 2 terabyte drive and a 1 terabyte.
posted what I ordered and got
Oh, yeah.
banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't condone that here. Sorry.
Yeah. Not allowed to talk about PCs on this channel.
Yep. All right, so this is gonna kind of like get out of your guys' view. I'm sorry about that. Here, we'll use actually this. We'll use
What's up, dude squad?
CPU. Oh no! Why did that just fall off? Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah. That's weird. That shouldn't have happened. And now it's splitting on me. Okay, so we're gonna do this the opposite way. That's fine by me. It's all about patience here, everyone. Patience, brother.
Deer Hunter says, nice. Ever since I got back from training with the army, I've been thinking about streaming and making videos again for YouTube. Hell yeah, dude. Content creation's fun. Been debating on staying with y'all's fans or upgrading to the RGB ones. Our fans, I believe, are RGB.
Yes,
Too.
they are 5 volts ARGB.
Cobalt says, patience. When is my PC getting here, Jacob?
Never. I actually told the FedEx guy that he could take it home. Said the owner was in chat. Said take it home.
Vader, no. Dude, when I saw that in theaters, I literally started busting out laughing. That was the dumbest thing they could have done, in my opinion. No. It was so cheesy.
All right. You ever use your 14900K to hold up your 4090 when you're trying to block it?
Yeah.
I do all the time.
Oh, okay, I'll stick with y'all's. Hell yeah.
Cool. All right. We're done. No, kidding.
Yeah.
Now I need to play the game of what's the difference between 14 millimeters and 16 millimeters. Ayo. Okay, so that's definitely 16. All right, I need to find 4 14 millimeter screws and 5 16 millimeter screws. Oh boy. All right, we got 3 there. This looks like a 16. $16 for sure. That's 16. That can only mean my last 14. All right. Now that we have passed, looks like these screws are hex screws. Where the freak? What the freak? All right, this one, I'm assuming. Too big. This one? Perfecto. Alright, you two, talk to me about the pros and cons of custom loops and AIO. The latter just seems easier. The latter, sorry. More bulletproof and lower maintenance. Yeah, it's a lot of lower maintenance. Way easier, I promise, to even if like the pump dies in AIO 5-6 years from now, way easier to replace that than it is to like replace a pump in a liquid, or even like getting to the CPU. Like if say you want an upgrade, or you want to upgrade your CPU or upgrade your motherboard, like, I mean, you got to take everything out just to access that. So it's kind of up to like I mean, we always try to tell people, like, you know, you got to take care of it. You know, it's not going to be just like, oh, I can treat this as a regular PC. No, because then you'll start getting a bunch of overheating. I mean, you can get mildew. I've seen like moss or like mildew or something grow in pumps before, just from people just not taking care of their stuff. So that's really important.
So far, I'm only hearing pros for AIOs.
In terms of maintenance, yeah. You'll hear me preach AIOs for maintenance.
But I think custom cooled, the custom liquid loops cool better.
They do. They'll always cool better.
Yeah.
They always will. You just have better contact. A lot of AIOs use copper plates, so you'll just get the the heat conductivity of copper. The nickel-based plates are a little bit better at moving that heat around. I think like I would keep an air-cooled GPU. Like if I would ever go liquid, I would go hybrid. Like I would have an air-cooled GPU, I would have a liquid-cooled CPU. I think that would be like where I would go in terms of that. Because I have no intention of like overclocking a graphics card.
Yeah.
Anything. So trying to be very careful. I got such a heavy, large screwdriver here. I want to make sure I'm not scratching this beautiful finish on this water block here.
Hey, what's up, Matthew? Saw my friend's setup. What was your friend's setup? I assume you might get lower temps for custom loops if well maintained and they look awesome, but I'm not planning to OC anything.
Yeah, and you can still get better temps even when you're OCing. I mean, this has 2 radiators in the system. It's not just one rad. So definitely more surface area for cooling in that regard. More cold air getting in contact with the fluid. I know you guys have seen me already go around this thing a bunch of times, but I'm actually not tightening them all the way. Give them all like a decent twist to secure it all, make sure the pressure's even, and then now I'm going in and really giving it a good final twist.
Definitely one I want had a fish tank cooling it. That's insane.
Oh, like you put
like
it in mineral water,
like
or like the
submerged it in a fish tank.
I've seen those. All right,
those are cool. The mineral oil ones. What's up there, Gold? What's going on today? We just finished. Looks like we just finished water blocking a 4090 with Optimus. Water block, and we'll get started on a little bit of the building process for it.
Yeah. So that's just our 4090, guys. Now we got to do the rest of the build. And that was what? How long? Like 30 minutes? 40 minutes?
Yeah, about 40 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something you don't want to rush. I definitely recommend just taking your time. But with these are little.
What's up, Sky? How's it going, man? There are 2 options there. Submerged is cool, but I've seen builds that run off a literal fish tank. Really? That's pretty cool. I haven't seen those. That sounds pretty nuts.
Yeah. All right. There we are, folks.
I mean, hopefully there weren't any fish in the fish tank. I can see that being a problem.
All right. Now I'm going to set this to the side. I'm actually going to put it on a different table.
Totally Not a Giraffe says that sounds like a nightmare to me. Totally Not a Giraffe. I don't know if I believe you.
No, got
Sounds fishy. Sounds a little sus. There's a case on Amazon that has a fish tank built in, sitting above the PC position. No, I would not want that. Not want that at all.
See the new Ryujin 3 Extreme?
No. What's extreme about it?
Well, it's ready for the new Intel bracket, but like, so you know, like you have your bracket in the back.
Yeah.
They have it so you can just like pinch them and it changes the mount.
Oh.
You don't even need to take other things out or do other.
Oh, nice.
And you just pinch them and then it changes the. I'm sure they updated the screen in some way. I just can't remember right now.
Yeah.
What they need to do is update their software.
Cobalt says, well, I'm not here for long today, based on Jacob's insistence on keeping or giving away my PC. I guess I'll just be pleasantly surprised if it gets here.
You should have gotten tracking information.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Thank you for the follow, Tibble. Welcome to the Empire.
Hi, Tibble. We gave our FedEx driver yesterday some electric bub.
Oh, yeah? Did he like it? Oh, well, we'll find out today.
Well, he said, he's like, you know, energy drinks make my heart like race and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is different. Like, this is cleaner. A little bit less caffeine than like the bigger guys. But it's just like,
And there's no, like, other additives.
I mean, it's heat caffeine.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a manufactured caffeine. Good, like, good vitamins in there. So, yeah.
You could have shipped an empty box, Jacob. Who knows what goes through your conniving skull of yours.
Liz, do you know how much Cobalt's height weighed? Because I know that, because I had that 1600 watt power supply. 58. It was 58 pounds.
58 pound. Most of that was the power supply.
Dude, seriously.
Hey, what's up, Kens?
What up, Ken?
I always hook up our UPS driver since I like to order way too much stuff.
This is our Optimus CPU block. You want to go up top? Amy, where you are?
Also, I'm telling Brad that the FedEx guy got some drinks before the stream team. 58 pound of rocks in a box sounds like.
Oh, I've got a new call in here.
My Legatus also has the ROG Hero board. I noticed that the Hero LED display is always on cycle through the visuals, even when my computer's off. Is that normal, or is there a way to turn it off when the computer's turned off?
That's a BIOS setting. You can actually turn off like residual LEDs like when your PC turns off. All it is like it's just power that still is running through your PC. It just helps like essentially burn it off, the residual power. If you turn it off, it's not going to harm anything. If you want to know, you can make a tech ticket with me at tech support at alexanderpcs.com and just be like, hey, like I have this LED thing, not a big issue. I just want to turn it off when my computer turns off. Hey, I spilled one electric bev.
I know he's wasting electric bev out here. So that's why I haven't seen it yet. Gotta keep the desks fueled, you know?
Yeah.
Important. I guess if there's not negative impact to it being left on, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever change your mind, the offer still stands. Make a ticket whenever you want, and have a guy reach out to you.
Needed a video mourning the loss. That would actually be hilarious. Yeah,
Like Titanic.
Yeah, the Titanic. Super dramatic, slow-mo. Just laying on your desk. No room for the electric bev. It just falls. Why couldn't you have just moved over, Jacob? Do you guys offer a white 4080 Super? Yes.
We do. If you get a white build, you get a white graphics card. No denying that. You just get it.
Yep.
So if you're like, oh, why is the white build maybe a little bit more expensive? That could be why.
Mm-hmm.
We just adjust for the white. I mean, you get a white memory, you get a white cooler, you get a white case, you get a white graphics card with white fans. All gonna be white.
Now we need a custom loop through Jacob's desk PC running on electric bev for science.
Is there a technical name for the area that's lighting up? Technically, Asus calls it their animatrix, like the start of anime, and then finish with matrix. They call it their animatrix. You can find it in your Armory Crate application under AuraSync. You might have animatrix. You can actually program this thing. If you have a Dark Hero, you can program it to show images that you want, like GIFs and stuff. It's as these boards get newer and newer, this little animatrix screen, the pixels get denser and denser. So you can mess around with it, and eventually you get to the point like I just want to go back to default. You can just go right back to default settings without any issue.
What if you want an all-white component in a black case?
We can do that too. That's where you would if you're doing a pre-build and you have like a black build, but you want like a white motherboard or like a white GPU specifically in that. That's where you just reach out to us. Be like, hey guys, like I bought this custom. I would love to change it to this white 4080 Super. And then we would probably invoice you for the changes. If there is no like change in price, then we'll just be like, okay, and we'll mark it on your build. But other than that, it would just be probably a minor change in price there.
What if I want it cobalt?
No.
Good question.
No.
I don't know about that. The industry has resisted white for a while. Finally, it's starting to come out with more white stuff.
Yep. PCBs are white now. That's That's cool.
Yeah.
Never thought like that would actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like them getting black as a PCB was like revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like it was like no more green, no more yellows.
Yeah.
It was like
the green one, gross. I did make an electric bev GIF, but it needs work because noob over here at those. If you ever need advice, Ken, just shoot me an email. I've made some GIFs for like the Kraken AIOs and stuff. You could get a Cobalt case, but not components.
our good luck kiss, a thermal kiss to everyone. Everyone say goodbye to the CPU. It probably won't see the light of day for years. Say goodbye to the 4900K. Let it sleep in peace. It's like the Space Marine 2 lore.
Yeah.
It's waking up whenever it's chosen to go into battle, and we put it to sleep when we're done. Or is that like a dreadnought? Is that what that is?
I have no idea.
Anyone,
I don't know what.
everyone, look at that finish. I just want to let you guys know, like, how nice that is in terms of one, like, contact with your CPU. You guys are familiar with other keypads or just contact points between cooling and CPUs. If it has the machine lines in it, I mean, you aren't going to get that direct contact that you're looking for with the two flat surfaces. The machine lines are just going to cause like some weird distribution of the thermal paste and then just not directly cool the CPU as well as these two. So we'll go ahead and put this in. This thing, for reference, this thing's like 5 pounds in my hand.
Yeah, super heavy.
Super heavy block. It's not made out of anything cheap. Super thick metal. Solid. You could throw this out a window and it'd shatter it. You could throw this at anything. It would hurt. Like, so.
Yeah, it would kill someone.
Oh, easily, dude. Watch out, Decepticons.
Yeah, right? I would love to see a Transformers collab with Optimus. That'd be sick. Just put the little Autobot logo on.
Yeah.
That'd be
or a little
funny.
Decepticon logo.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I think I have this. Hex.
We've co-signed the CPU to Schrodinger's now. Oh. At least for now. When the build's complete, we'll know if the cat's alive or dead. Is it there? Is it not? Is it melted? Is it magic?
Oh, found it.
I mean, not knowing how CPUs actually work, it's kind of like magic.
How did like someone woke up one day like, I know how to get rocks to think.
Yeah.
We take silicon and we make it in this liquid and make it crystallize a structure. And then we'll just cut it into discs and shoot a laser at it.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude? Like, how does anyone... My favorite of those photos is like a beautiful scene of nature. It's like, we really made Bluetooth from this.
Yes.
Like, how?
Right.
How, dude? Oh, I can wirelessly transmit data. No issue. Don't worry. What do you think about the impacts of all these waves have on us? Like, do they affect us? Or, I mean, I guess these waves are always existent. sound.
Yeah, because
Not
it's
to,
just like
the-
radio waves. I mean, just higher frequency.
I saw this one guy.
Oh.
He had his microwave open, and he figured out if you like hook in and do it, turn it on.
Terrible idea.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, terrible fucking idea. Don't ever do that.
Speed run 3rd-degree burns without
Yeah.
getting surface layer 3-degree burns.
Yeah, there's a reason why there's a protective shield in microwaves. Don't fuck with microwaves.
So that's the CPU block installation is much more straightforward than the GPU. GPU is a little
The
bit more.
APC memes channel. Oh yeah, I've seen this.
I've recently noticed my rig
Yeah,
consisting of
I've seen
4090
that one.
FPS is inconsistent for some reason. I have no clue why. If you're playing video games and you're playing windowed or even windowed full screen, that can affect your frame generation tenfold. Playing full screen is typically just going to get you the best frame generation entirely. I'd make sure you have VSync on or G-Sync or whatever your monitor supports.
I only play full screen.
And then make sure you have like your NVIDIA control panel set to higher refresh rates. And your Windows settings, your advanced display settings set to 144 or more. You can also, if you've had it for a while, or even if you just got it, sometimes just doing a clean installation, GPU drivers can be really good. You can do a clean installation through GeForce Experience. If you need help or any instructions for that, please send me an email at techsupport@alexanderpcs.com, and I'll be able to send you like instructional like guides and everything that go like in depth how you can do all this stuff. If you're only experienced in it with like a game, maybe it's something with the settings of that game. But if you're experiencing it like over different games, then it could be just like a software conflict.
Yeah, sometimes clean installs of Windows is the key.
You could do like a scan now. You could like an FFC scan now in command prompt administrator mode. Find any corrupt files, restart, play your computer like that.
Here, I'll go pour that. Okay.
No. No train tracks? Tracks? You going to track? I thought we were. It's not even lunchtime yet. Yeah, not lunchtime.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll go to tracks, Jacob.
Yeah, let's just go. I thought that was the plan.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I'm just gonna get some things in the case. I'm not gonna go too hard in the paint. I still need like a couple more things for this build to actually finish it. And some things I like to do first before others. So I'll get like this in. I'll plug the card in too, so you guys can just see what that looks like, and we'll probably finish up there. I'll decide when I'm done. I have the 7-inch screen. I'll also install that. I made that all up and everything, so we'll be able to check that out. I might install some radiators, and then we'll call it.
Hold up a custom loop without max RAM. He's gonna download it later. Don't worry, Cobalt.
Yeah. Download more memory.
Yeah,
I'm gonna download memory from the cloud.
Yeah. Where's the rest of your RAM? In the cloud. I know there's some people going back to like the Windows reinstall. I know there's some people who go real crazy with it and reinstall Windows like every 6 months.
I want to do. So Cobalt has 2 machines. Well, one's on its way. 192 times 2 is 384. Plus It's getting another machine with 192 gigabytes. Cobalt's going to have 576 gigabyte. You have half a terabyte of DDR5 memory. That is insane. I've never heard of that happening before.
Well, it's 2 servers.
It's 2 servers. And like his personal machine is going to do a lot of work on. Totally understand the need and respect it. It's still a shit ton of memory, dude. Like,
I feel like we've been at gigabyte RAM for such a long time that I'm surprised we don't have like.
I'm surprised 48s just came out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't try 48s in DDR4. Or even, maybe they did, and then they're like, we need to do this to DDR5 to do this.
I always thought 48 was weird because it
Seems
like a
weren't
weird
ready
number.
for it either. So,
Yeah.
See, during DDR4 or 4, I mean, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Ryzen 9 is the first real to like the gaming CPU kind of that can handle 192.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just like 48 just seems weird because it's not an exponent of 2.
yeah.
That's what I'm most used to.
Use 2 and exponent of 2.
Yeah. 2 4/8s. 2 4/8, 16, 32.
Yeah. When I first saw it, like, that's interesting. Like, I wonder if they'll be able to do 2 by 48 times 2.
96.
Yeah, 2 by 96. Yes.
That would be sick. That would be crazy. State Orange says, like my old rig, 3080 5900X, didn't even have a problem with black screens dropping FPS. I know the problem probably sounds weird, but for example, on Elden Ring, on a black screen, loading it would lock at 60 frames per second, but with the rig, it bounces between 57 and 60. It's noticeable across every game, sometimes appears to be micro-stuttering and hitching.
Micro-centering.
Micro-stuttering.
Ah.
Or hitching.
There's a couple things you could try. Like, you could try reseating the graphics card, especially if you just kind of got it. We pack those things really well. Sometimes they can still kind of get a little ride, and you just need to, like, secure connections. I would try that. I would still do the clean install of GPU drivers, even if you just receive the machine. Still recommend that. We do it every time, but it could just help. You could also power cycle your monitors, which is you unplug all the power and all connections from your PC, and you unplug all power and connections from your monitor. Let it kind of all sit, and then plug everything back in, and then fire it up, and then see from there. Sometimes monitors just need that. You just need to kind of let it drain from all connections. I know it sounds kind of like it won't work, but I have seen it fix issues in the past. So this is one of our radiators. This is an EK radiator. And I will be installing these mini fans on it. Found corrupt files. SFC scan now, dude. I swear we do. That's part of our like process now. Before things leave the shop here, we do the scan now. We can. I can download a clean. Just got it from the website for Microsoft Windows 11 Pro. Download, put it on, runs great. And then at the end of doing everything, we do a little SFC scan now. We got corrupt files. Why? Why am I getting corrupt files on something like this? So, yeah, it's part of our process now of just doing that before the. We've probably been doing that for like a month now or so. We always try to add new things that we can do to the process. or even remove, like Google Chrome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we needed it, and we just kept doing it. And then I was like, why do we need it? So.
My box of rocks arrives tomorrow, allegedly. 63 pounds pack weight. That's crazy.
That's heavy.
That is super heavy.
Saw that DDR5 in there. Weighing it down.
Could be the light show too. Light has mass. The more RGB means more weight. Am I right? You might be on something. Got to start factoring light into our weighing process. Telling you back from the scales. See you, Cobalt. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
See ya. Hope you enjoy your machine tomorrow. All right. I wanted to make sure we had good pressure along on the entire radiator. There's one rad ready to go.
Asus has been pissing me off with some of their releases. For example, I have the 27-inch 1440p 360 Hz monitor, which has phenomenal IPS panel, but it has a type of G-Sync that isn't supported by the current NVIDIA display engine. That's interesting. That's weird.
It is weird. Usually Asus likes to play nice with NVIDIA.
Yeah. And NVIDIA is pretty strict on their G-Sync stuff. Like it has to meet certain standards and stuff. It also has a G-Sync black screen flicker issue right now when it's turned on. Oh, that's
annoying.
yeah. Hopefully there's a recall or something. That doesn't sound right. Crimson Boomer says, I can't do Asus monitors anymore. LG for life or BenQ.
I've never had an Asus monitor.
Yeah, I've never had an Asus monitor either. Dell actually makes some really good monitors. And same with Alienware. We mostly use LG monitors here at work, but I did get a couple 4K Corsair monitors that are really nice.
Thanks, Cobalt.
Yes, thank you, Cobalt. Thank you for the follow. Al's Toy Barn 94. Welcome to the Empire.
All right. I'll pull out the case. We'll put a couple things in, and I think we'll call it there, everyone. I mean, we've been streaming for a couple of hours now. So I think it's a good stopping point for the build today. Made some good progress.
Question: I ordered a custom from y'all and went with the AMD GPU 7900 XT. Coming from NVIDIA, what kind of things will be different as far as game settings and drivers, like the overall interface and DLSS and VSync, G-Sync? I don't know shit about computers, just a gamer.
Well, you won't have G-Sync anymore. If you have a V-Sync monitor, you will get some V-Sync support.
Not G-Sync,
FreeSync.
FreeSync.
FreeSync. If you have a FreeSync monitor, then you'll have some more compatibility with the monitor and the Radeon card.
Yeah,
Radeon does not use GeForce drivers. Radeon uses an application called Adrenaline. Adrenaline's super cool. It's actually probably more intuitive than GeForce Experience or even the NVIDIA app. But it has really good control. You can do some like minor basic like boost stuff, but I don't recommend it. But you can do that. It has constant updates for you. In terms of settings, I mean, you just have to mess around with it, especially if you're used to NVIDIA cards and some things. Just your game settings might change also. You might see some settings you aren't familiar with in your video. I'm not entirely sure what those specifically are. I don't have a Radeon card. We use them here, we test them and program them, but I don't go into games and see those settings. Oh.
Yeah, so AMD has their own branded versions of some popular G-Sync settings like frame generation and stuff. They work the same, but yeah, I don't remember what they're called, to be honest. But AMD does have their own like version of like DLSS and stuff. FSR, that's what it's called. FSR and DLSS are synonymous.
Synonymous or you mean? No.
Yeah, synonymous, like same.
Same, but different.
Same, but different.
Just said he was gay 4 times on our show.
Will y'all install the software I need, like Adrenaline or whatever?
Of course.
Yes.
We install everything you need for your PC. All the drivers, all updates. The only thing we don't install is like your games and stuff, but everything is ready to go off the bat. You have your BIOS updated, your RAM will be overclocked, you have everything triple checked before it leaves the door, and I mean it's really plug and play. That's the experience that we're going for here. All right, guys, this is the case. I'm just gonna put our board in. That's where we're gonna end it. No post today. Nothing crazy like that. Ooh, this Optimus block makes this board so much heavier. Called the Animatrix. Close. The 2 words smashed together. At least that's what I remember them calling it.
Use the washroom. I'll be back.
Have fun. All right. Go front cam, kind of show you guys. I mean, you just saw it, but it's the motherboard looking pretty. So that's, I think that's where I'm just gonna call it today, guys. We got some more stuff obviously we got to do to this. I'm just waiting for a couple more parts. This is kind of where I want to stop before I get that part, before I, secure anything into the case that I just don't have to take out later. The card will fit. Oh, I can hold it up in the spot where it's going to go if you guys really want to see that. Here's our card. So, I mean, it'll look really clean. So if we have that right here, obviously a little bit more recessed, but it'll stay right there the whole time. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. It's a good looking card. I love this heatsink. So put this back in its special spots. And I think that's gonna be it, guys, for our Friday stream. I appreciate everyone kind of coming out and checking this stuff out with us. It's not every day we get to do a liquid. Not every day we get to do a liquid on stream. So, I mean, I really think with that, we're gonna call it. I've been streaming for a couple hours now. We got some good progress in the build. So yeah. To everyone watching, I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a safe weekend. And we'll be, for those who don't know, those who are new today, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the builds. If you ever see us live in between them, that's our stream team. So go ahead and watch them, check them out, give them support. You can still get giveaway entries by watching them, guys. They stream on our channel, they represent us. And we represent them. So if you guys, anything you guys do with that Twitch chat, just by joining them, have it on in the background, whatever you prefer. If you're just lurking, you can get a giveaway entry just by watching. But other than that, guys, hope you have a good weekend. Be back on Monday. Bye.
Trying